Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. I wanted to start this recording during this loading screen because it fits the video. So today we're going to look at Battle Sisters. And so Battle Sisters, like midway through Limit Break was kind of when the game started to focus more on archetypes, and a lot of cards became like, oh, if you have certain archetype, you know, Cannibal certain archetype, have a certain number of certain archetype cards on your field, things like that. So it became very archetype focused in that sense as a game. But so one of those first archetypes that had a lot of that support was Battle Sisters. So Battle Sisters is interesting because like back in the day, this was not really that good. Like Fromage, not really all that good. She was pretty lackluster, but Babe got some buffs. So she got some buffs, and those buffs are good. So let's take a look at this deck list. Not this one, that was the wrong one. And before we get into this deck, of course, we've missed it by a little bit, but usually at the start of the month, I do show you guys who are the channel members of the month. So for this month, special thank you to Very Flores, Crowned Clown, Chad Leiske, Platinum Wolf 2009, Cool Kid 9514, Christian Castro, Arcana Master, Navy Cherub, Handy Capable, Barely Ross, Lo Riehrong, Marcus Pei, Lord Rylek, Jump, as well as Pablo Federico Ancarola. I hope I pronounced that right. So thank you so much, guys, for your channel memberships. Thank you for supporting the channel here on YouTube. I really do appreciate it. And if you want to become a channel member yourself, you can hit that nice little join button down there. Only if you want to. It's completely optional. But if you want to support the channel, then that is one of the ways. But thank you so much to you guys, to the beloved channel members. There we go. So, Battle Sisters. So, as you can see, I'm missing a few double rares. I did pull 4 Fromage though, but we are going to play it like that. But this deck is actually pretty damn nice. It's actually really, really fun. I was enjoying it a lot. I played this on stream a fair bit. For those of you that tuned in, you guys got to see that. But I think that the deck is pretty cool, and overall it just has a lot of nice pieces that make it really fun to play. So now I'm going to first go over the grade 3s, and I'm going to talk about the starter because that might seem a little bit weird and kind of like off about this deck, but we're going to talk about it. So first things first, Battle Sister Fromage. So she's an 11k, which I think she was a 10k back in the day, and her Limit Break 4 is if you have 3 or more Battle Sister rear guards, you may counterblast 2 to draw 2 cards, which is really good. It's literally a +2, and that's a really good thing because you can get more intercepts and your 4th Battle Sister for that second skill. And the second skill is if you have 4 or more Battle Sister rear guards, she gets +4k. Now at first you might think, just 4k? That's not that good. But this skill is on your opponent's turn too. So what you can actually do is not even play down intercepts. You can play down Battle Sister grade 3s or grade 1s in the front row, and your opponent has to take them out twice to actually take away that +4k buff. So it's almost the same as if they're intercepts, or he has to make columns that can hit over 15k 3 times. So that's also a bit of a challenge in its own right. So because of that buff to the second skill, Fromage is mad good in my opinion. I think she's really, really good, and riding into her is good, and just that buff is great. Honestly, having that effect on both turns changes a lot of things, honestly. So that's our first grade 3. Then the second one is Cookie. So there used to be a deck called Cookie Coco, which was basically just like on ride, counterblast 2, draw 2 effect. So Cookie's skill is first Limit Break 4. When she attacks the Vanguard, she gets +5k, so it's kind of like the standard basic Limit Break 4 effect. But then Vanguard Circle when placed, counterblast 2, draw 2 cards, and then discard 1. So basically gives you a +1, but it's really nice because this is just a good filter, a good way to draw more cards, get rid of stuff you don't need. And I do play her as a stand because I think that this deck, because it draws so much, you can either play stands or crits in addition to the few draws that you play, you know, to keep replacing the Battle Sisters. But the stands work out pretty well. And some people might go like, oh, why aren't you playing Tom? I think this deck doesn't need Tom to win, and I prefer to have like just having Battle Sisters on the board all the time, if possible, and then play only one non-Battle Sister. Well, 2 technically. This one, which is the Silent Magus, Silent Magus. I'm not sure how that pronounces in English. And then of course the starter too. Now, why did I play this Little Witch Lulu starter? Well, that's because so first her skill is if your grade 3 or higher Vanguard is placed, then you call this card out. And when she's placed from Soul, you Soul Blast 2 to draw a card. So she empties out your Soul. And why that's good is because you have Battle Sister Omelette, as well as Battle Sister Glass, who are both, during your turn, if you have no cards in Soul, 12k attackers. So This gives you another 12k attacker, another nice column, 10k attacker on the grade 1 if you don't have soul. So I like to play this card because you can just play her in the front row, let your opponent take it out eventually, or if not, you just call over it. So it's okay. So some people will play the Battle Sister starter, and I get that. I think it's perfectly fine to play it too. But I think that by emptying out your soul, you get the option to play more Battle Sisters. And so you can choose not to. You can play with the Battle Sisters, you can play Tom if you want to. I have Toms, I just choose not to play it because I don't think it's necessary for this deck, and I think you can just play it out, grind it out like this. But of course, if you think that you need the Toms to actually win, go for it. You know, I think it's still perfectly valid. Then our last grade 3, of course, is the Battle Sister Soufflé, which is when it's boosted, it's a 13k attacker, so another Battle Sister, always good to have. Grade 2s, we have Battle Sister 10k Vanillas, of course, they're very important. Then Battle Sister Macaron, 12k attacker when you have a Battle Sister Vanguard, so also pretty good because, I mean, this is the card that I'm missing 3 more of. But then we have 2 12k attackers, which is both the Macaron as well as the Glass, so that's also nice. And then I play one final Battle Sister Mocha, which is an 11k attacker, so a little bit lower, but lots of high-powered columns, and that's why we play these stands. I might even play 5 stand 4 draw, because all of these attackers hit for at least 10k, or 11k or 12k, so it's really good for that reason, and I think stands really mesh well with this deck, so also have grade 1s that are 10k attackers and stuff like that. I think it works quite well. Then 3, Battle Sister Candy. So this is a self-damager, so when you place it, if you have 4 or less damage, you put the top card of your deck into your damage zone face down, and then at the end of that turn, you put one of your face down damages back to the deck, and if it's face up, then it goes back to the deck anyway. So basically just prioritizes face down damages to put back to the deck at the end of turn. Our Perfect Guard is Battle Sister, and finally Battle Sister Cocoa is also a Battle Sister, and it looks at the top cards, so lets you help secure those triggers and stuff like that. If you have more of these, I would recommend playing more, maybe taking out one of these, because I think the self-damages of 3 is pretty good. Sorry, self-damager, not you. So I think that the deck is pretty simple, kind of builds itself. It's just nice, like, because, you know, Tsukuyomi is pretty difficult to play. I'm sure people in English right now will feel that, you know, Tsukuyomi is a little bit difficult to play because, you know, you have to think a lot. You got to really keep track of your stack. You can't just, like, relax and play. Whereas Fromage, to me, Battle Sisters are very much that just relax and play, you know, just play out your cards, make sure you build up a board that, you know, your opponent has to, get your stuff out of there if they want to actually hit you. But we're going to play against Narukami here, and this is one of the strengths of the starter as well, is that they can't get sniped, which is also good. So let's see, we got Fromage, we got our grade 1. Let's see, I kind of like keeping this too, but I think I'm going to put it away for now. And we're going to go into the Fromage first thing, so let's see, maybe we'll draw a cookie later on. Okay, we got another grade 1 that's definitely good, and the 10k vanilla is also very important, so I like that a lot. Alright, so Lizard Soldier Saishin will not be targeting anything for this first attack either, which is pretty good for me. So he's going to ride the Ryan, and yep, just going to pass probably. Don't see him doing much else. Alright, so now we're going to get to swing under probably, not giving him that. Ooh, I guess I can give him the Counter Blast, because actually this deck doesn't mind giving the Counter Blast. So we're going to keep the self-damager, maybe we can go into the Fromage early if he puts us up to 3 damage here. So I'm just going to swing here, give him that Counter Blast. There's no reason to Counter Blast starve him because, I mean, Saishin isn't doing anything to me because I'm not going to be calling any grade 1s for some time here, so I'm pretty okay in that front. So let's see here. He's going to have to ride grade 2 here. Might even give me 2 damage. We're going to see. I hope he does. I personally hope that he does. Ooh, he rides the Jin, so it's going to be a 17k attack column. So, ooh, he goes to battle. Okay, he's not going to give me more damage. Kind of wish he did. But maybe next turn when he goes for his own turn. I think I'm just going to go for the... just ride the 10k and pass, actually. Or just attack and pass. Because, I don't know. I feel like I want to let him give me more damage so I can actually go for the limit break right off the bat and draw a bunch of cards. I think that's pretty good. And then that way, next turn I can set up double intercept without giving him limit break yet. Or I can just play down this as well. I guess that's the only problem with Fromage, is that she might lose her 4k against matchups like Narukami. But I think I'll just swing here. I don't have grade 1s that I want to commit to the board to make better columns and stuff like that. So it's a little bit dangerous if he gets defensive. He doesn't, but then I wouldn't have been able to hit with anything without committing the grade 1 anyway. So it's pretty good. Works out just like that. Alright, next now he's going to go for this grade 3. He's going to be Dungaree or Vermilion. It's going to be Vermilion. Alright, Vermilion it is. There he is. He's going to roar a little bit. And that's okay. Let's see now how much damage he wants to give us. Okay. It's going to give us 2, most likely. So it's going to swing for 1. Alright, there's a Cocoa. And then he's going to swing with that Vermilion for 19k. Because he gains 3k on attack. For... let's see. Okay, just 1 damage. That's alright. So now I'm going to get to use the Limit Break of Fromage, actually, to get myself some extra cards, which is definitely very good. Helps us, especially in matchups like these where you kind of got to grind it out a little bit. You know, it does help a lot. So let's ride Fromage here. Sadly, no animation, even though we used Yuri. Pretty unfortunate. I don't know if this card had an animation back in the day. So we're going to call down this Lulu here. No reason to commit it to the back because we want it to go away. I'm going to draw into a Battle Sister. Perfect. So now I'm going to just call down this to take a damage face down. And I need some Battle Sister rearguards now to actually be able to do the rest. So I think I'm still going to commit one of my boosts of my 10k vanillas here. Gotta do like this. Let's see, if I attack Vanguard first, I do need a booster behind Vanguard, I think. Let's see. She will be 15. So yeah, this will hit over defensive. So let's see. Alright, let's use her skill. Countless 2 to draw 2. So pretty good effect. Okay, PG and a 12th attacker. That's actually pretty nice. I like that a lot. Alright. But I don't have a booster, which is a bit unfortunate. So I'm going to have to commit something else to the board here. I think what I might do is... Let's see. I think I'm going to call down this like that. And this way... I'm kind of giving him the limit break though. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But then you can take care of this, and I guess I'm not missing out on too much. Pretty difficult. Let's go to battle phase. Because this will not hit. So I'm going to hit the Vanguard first, I think, and then take out the rear with this. And then we'll give him the limit break, but that's because I'm okay with giving it to him this turn. Because I'm not losing that much in the grand scheme of things. So I'll give him the limit break. Let's see if I can heal. We get a draw. Pretty good. A stand won't be that great here, but maybe I can still go into one. Nope, never mind. Alright, it's going to put him to 4. We're going to go down to 3 because of the self-damager. Ooh, he's going to whip a heal, which is pretty good. We couldn't have done that unless the self-damager was there, so that's pretty good use of that self-damager as well. So it's going to go back. Cocoa goes back, but I think I don't have any face-down triggers anyway. Yeah, unless I counterblasted the Cocoa, the cookie, she would have gone back actually, but unfortunately that was not the case, because you can't select where you counterblast, which is pretty unfortunate. At least they don't make a special counterblast where you have to counterblast specific cards. That would hurt. That would hurt a little bit. Alright. So we're going to see what he does here. He can use his counterblast to basically just give the Vermilion the limit break. But now, of course, he has to worry about taking out my Battle Sisters here as well to take away my... And, you know, opponent's turn buff. So that's what I mean. This 15k on opponent's turn is definitely pretty hot. They basically have to, like... He can just use Vermilion attack first, but... The thing is that now, he's using it. So I think what he'll do is... I'm not sure what he's going to do actually, because... I mean, yeah, he's just going to attack to the front row, so it's actually pretty okay. Like, his other columns just don't... Like, his 14k will hit now, but his 9k is just sitting there not doing anything. So that's pretty good. Alright, we take 1 damage, and that's it. Nothing else hits. That's it. He can take out something, he's going to snipe it. Okay, I don't really care, man. That's a-okay for me. That's a-okay. And we got our limit break back, so we can draw cards again. That's also pretty good. We draw into the Magus. I don't want to see that. I don't really care about that. I don't need to rewrite either. I can keep the 0 soul to get the buffs on the cards if I draw into them. So I'm just going to right skip. I don't play anything that's Soul Blast. I was testing out the luck word at first, but it's not very consistent, so I don't really like it. Alright, so let me call down this and use the limit break to count us 2 and draw 2. Such a good effect, honestly. Another PG. You love to see it. You love to see it. Alright, let me call down some more grade 3s or just some rearguards in the back that are Battle Sisters to get that buff. You like to see it, so that's pretty good. Alright, so now basically we're just going to go in, take out this Garuda on the side, and then swing to the Vermilion, and then try to end the game actually, because even if he gets a trigger here, unless it's a heal, we're going to be swinging for lethal. Let's see. Ooh, he does heal actually. It's pretty nasty. So we can actually do the Vermilion skill again, but I don't mind that much. I can still heal myself as well. We get a draw. It's pretty good. Let me give power here just in case I get a stand. I don't. Alright, that's okay, that's okay. So he's going to go up to 5 damage. Ooh, gets a draw. That's pretty big, but I guess I don't mind too much. So now he's in the same situation again where, like, he needs to use Vermilion to get around things. And I mean, if he uses this Vermilion here, he's not going to be able to use it again next turn, so... And I can keep reproducing intercepts, so I don't really mind. I already have intercepts waiting in the back, so... He has the heal here or counter charge here to be able to use it, but against this 15k body, he's not going to be able to use it. Narukami is actually a hard matchup for a lot of decks. This one included, I would say. So, ooh, okay, he's making that into a 22k column. He's gonna eat those PGs of mine. That's okay. Alright, he's gonna take out my intercepts. That's alright. Ooh, gets a draw. That's gonna enable both of his columns to hit, actually. So it's pretty strong. Unless, of course, I hit a defensive here, in which case... Ooh, he heals! That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, that is not good. That might actually be... That might be a bit of a GG there. Alright, so now both of his columns hit because of that double trigger. It's really good, but I do have 2 PGs in hand. Still have 3 actually, but now I'm kind of begging for heals to actually not die here. Still got 3 in deck. Hopefully don't draw it here. Ooh, another PG, okay. That might be what I need to survive though. That might be what I need to survive. We're gonna right skip here. Ah, now we can have another Vermilion, just like that. I don't like that. I need to eat his PGs as well. I could set up intercepts and just not swing at face, but then what am I actually not swinging at face for, you know? I'm kind of just stalling for no reason, and I don't like playing like that whatsoever. Alright. I think I'll give him the Vermilion again, but then, nah, then I'm banking on a heal here. I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm going to just play conservatively and not give him the second damage. I think that's the play, so let's just play down another rearguard in the back so he has to now fight against this 15k base. Alright, so I'm going to attack with this, and then we're just going to swing at the rearguard and pass here, I think. So he has to kind of struggle to commit a bunch of cards and make a column. We get a heal, so that's good. A bit more survivability. Maybe now I can actually eat a Vermilion? That's what I was hoping to see, because if I get a heal, then I think I can eat a Vermilion without too much worries, and then his other 2 columns don't hit. Because it looks like he's playing 9 draws. So I think I can eat a Vermilion, and then if he doesn't heal next turn, which he shouldn't, I should be okay. I think I should be okay. I think I need to push, because that, like, I haven't seen my stands much. Gets a draw, that's alright. If he would have drawn into that Jin, it would have been a perfect column too, so it was gonna be a lose-lose anyway. And this way now, he already has 9 triggers out, probably has some in hand too. And for me, I still have 2 stands left, and no more draws, but 2 more heals, which is pretty good too for me, but the stands is the main emphasis of this deck, of course. So yeah, just like that. I mean, now he's gonna get to use Vermilion. I don't really mind, honestly. He has a Rising Phoenix, so he can actually use that to draw a card. That's pretty good. Alright, so this is a pretty close game, actually. It's not as dominant, like against other matchups that are not Narukami, that can't get over your front row easily. You just kind of keep that shield up and keep that 15k up for quite a while. It's really strong. So let's see. But yeah, so you really need to have a good Battle Sister board. But now let's see if he wants to commit this Counterblast to the Vermilion. I think that's what he's thinking about. Definitely a pretty difficult situation here, because also if he gives me this second Counterblast, I can use my Fromage effect to essentially just draw myself more cards that can equal into more offensive power. So let's see. Ooh, okay. He's gonna use the Vermilion though. I feel like he might. Yeah, he is. He's using the 3rd Vermilion here. Counterblast 2, and now no more. There's only 1 more heal left in deck, which he might still get. I don't know. Let's see. This is gonna be 16. Gets a draw. Ooh, okay. So now he's probably gonna give it to that Rising Phoenix column, which will then, both of them will hit unless I check a defensive. Ooh, a PG goes down. That's important information for me. I think it's the first one I've seen, and a heal that whiffs, but it's a defensive, meaning that both of his attacks are now denied. So I'm gonna save these PGs for next time. And now he needs to fight through my intercepts. So that's pretty good. Do I even have grade 2s left in deck? I still do. Still quite a few. So we're gonna right skip here and use Fromage's effect to draw 2 cards. We still have grade 2s in deck. Don't want to draw stands. I drew a stand, but it's okay. That's okay. Alright. I guess we just call this down now. And now he doesn't have Vermilion anymore, so he has to struggle through these columns to actually get through to me. And so I still have a heal left, I think. Do I? Yeah, I still have a heal and a stand left, so we're not going to boost here, because if we do check a stand, it's going to be the way that we secure the game. So let's see. He went through all his Vermilions. We get a heal. That's really, really good. Really, really good. Let's give that power there. Do we check a stand, though? We don't. We got 8 cards left. High probability of checking a stand. He has no Counterblast, but of course, he might have Lizards, the Desert Gunners, and the Desert Gunners are going to put in work against my intercepts. But even if they put in work, the best thing is about Battle Sisters is that she's going to be still 15k, so he has to take them out if he wants my Fromage to drop back to 11. So that's what's good about this. That's what's really good about this. Alright, there's the first one, but that's not going to solve the matchup. He has to still commit another card. What can the man do? What can the man do? Alright, okay, that's a 21k column. That's pretty good. Okay, it doesn't look like he has any more Desert Gunners. That's alright. I don't mind that. Okay. So he's gonna just basically smack face twice here. He's gonna smack with that Vermilion first, letting me stay at 15k. He doesn't mind. Another PG. That's 2 PGs at the bottom. And 2 PGs at the bottom makes me a happy guy. So it's gonna be 21, but my PG will activate. I'm not gonna let that smack me around. No sir, and he's gonna surrender, so he knows that that was no way left to win. So yeah, that was a pretty long game for Battle Sisters, but hopefully you guys got to see what the deck can do. So basically, you're just kind of committing a big old board and just doing stuff. And I mean, for those of you that have caught on, I'm literally mass recording these deck videos, and I'm winning every single one and just ranking up. So it feels pretty good, man. But yeah, so Fromage is legit. I played this deck a lot on stream. I really do recommend it when it comes out. I think it's really fun. I think this is the most fun I've had with Oracle Think Tank so far. Like, as you can see, I have Tsukuyomi as well, of course. You know, I got Tsukuyomi. I have some Kokos. I have a finished Koko deck, but this, I want to get these remaining double rares now to finish this deck. This deck is so fun. This deck is crazy fun. Like, I really like it. So, if you want to play OTT and not have to, you know, destroy your brain remembering Tsukuyomi stacks, play this. It's really fun. Battle Sisters Fromage's buff is huge and absolutely just great to use, honestly. I really have a good time with it, so I recommend this a lot. Of course, you can try out different builds. You don't have to use my exact same build. You can play with the Toms, play more stands, play crits, whatever you want to. I think the crits just go really well with this deck. As you saw, like, we built boards that if we check the stand at any point, I think it's like crits, but if we check a stand at any point, it just gives us a lot more leeway to actually finish the game because of all the 12k attackers. So it's pretty good for that reason, but yeah, that's basically going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this little showcase of Battle Sisters, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.